Alright, hey everyone, this is your president, the Presidential Tourist, back with another video. I am in Haines City, Florida. Here's the Oak Hill Cemetery. It's an older historic cemetery in the area, and actually I did not know this sign was here. When you go look on Google Maps for the cemetery, this was not in there. So this looked like it was erected in 2023. So I'm going to do a brief little walkthrough. It is not that big. I'll let you read that if you want to pause it. Let's see, it looks like they renamed it. It used to be called something else. So I didn't know too much about this. Some of these cemeteries you don't find a lot. But I'm going to read this more after, but let's do a little walking tour of it. Good old American flag. Good old glory. I did see this sign on Google Maps, but not that other thing. This looks to be new. That is not, yeah, you can tell. This has not been there that long. See the way the sand is around there? So this is definitely new. So it's good to see that they're doing some new work. But some of these older cemeteries, they just deteriorate because there's just no one around anyone that really cares about them. So yeah, that's all new work. Let's do a little walk through. It doesn't look to be it's too huge. I think was it 28? Definitely cannot read too much of this. It looks like most of these are people who passed in the early 1900s. Well, here's a better one. Okay, this one's from 1983. So it looks like there's a few newish ones. Of course, these are all going to be crypts. I don't even see a headstone for these. These crack and they sink in really bad. I've seen some with like holes inside where you can actually see in there. I don't even see any markings. Maybe there might have been a tombstone here. Maybe not. Looks like 1926, age 66. Can't really read the name. Looks like they were born 1857. So looks like they're doing some stuff to care for it. 1951. They could tell hasn't had the real TLC that it needs. See, I've seen these before. It almost looks like it was carved by hand, the naming. But even that, it's just fading really bad. Look, here's some here. You can't even see. There's more than likely they no longer have any people who are alive now that knew them. And that's what happens with cemeteries. If you don't have like living relatives that knew you, 1930, there's no one to really keep an eye on it. You know, unless it's like Arlington Cemetery that's really historically famous. There's no one. Look, there's a couple here, like the trees growing over and everything. It's really sad, a lot of these cemeteries. It really is. But it looks with the fence and everything, it looks like they are doing some stuff with it, which is good. See, look at this one. This one's totally broke. I wouldn't be surprised there is more graves here that there's no markers. Because that's a lot of empty space over there and there's no tombstones. See, they're just gone or there never were any. And that there's people buried there. That's what I think which is a real shame. So you could barely read these. Just like most of the earliest ones is in the 1920s. Look, that one's from 1924. Yeah, I think that's 1920. So really hard to read. There's a little marker thing there. Yeah, there could be people buried right here. You wouldn't know. I just don't believe that there's just these ones that's visible. I'm willing to bet you there are more. Never walk on top of these things. First off, it's an amazing amount of disrespect, I think. Plus, there's also an empty void in there, so you don't know how strong it is. You can fall right in. Yeah, see, 1925, I think. So you can almost see in that, like, a little bit in there. Oh, that dog over there, I don't think he's too happy. Not gonna get too close. It's probably the easiest one to see right there. The rose may last, the lily die, but the flower is immortal, bloom, and high, maybe? Not sure. But I still think there was some more over there. Don't worry, doggy. I'm not gonna bother you. Don't worry. But I still can't believe that there's not more down here. See, here's one you could barely see that's collapsed in a bit. But I still think there's probably more here. Either the tombstones got covered up or broken or lost. This is definitely no longer an active cemetery because the newest ones, like I said, was from that one I saw from the 80s. And that's it. Most of these looks like they were done in the 20s. So I'm going to estimate that the cemetery is probably started in the 20s, which would make it, what, 100 years old? Alright, I just want to do a little brief walkthrough here of this historic cemetery in this area. Any comments, questions, let me know. Thank you for watching. Bye, everybody. Bye.